finished setup. I designed this one.
You did?
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you. This is also my view from the table, by the way. It is day 0 for the Raspberry Spring Expo event. This is a 2-day event. Today is Thursday and the event runs Friday 10 to 6 and then Saturday 10 to 4. I'm in my car with all my stuff waiting for my brother to come so we can go in and unload and set up. I actually already went inside to check in and get like my vendor information and check out my table, and luck seems to be on my side because I have a table that's up against a wall, which I prefer because I record and I feel a little bit awkward recording when my back is to another vendor. I met the event coordinator. She's so nice. She was like, oh, you're new here with us, right? And I was like, yeah, I am. But yeah, anyway, I'm here. I thought I would film a little bit of an intro while I wait for my brother. Still have a bit of a cough. I've been sick the entire month of February, so I had to skip I think 1 or 2 weeks between uploading on YouTube because I was so sick. And so I'm gonna be basically eating cough drops all weekend so that way I don't have a bad coughing fit, because whenever I have a bad coughing fit I can't stop coughing for like 3 minutes and then I just get like all snotty and it's gross. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, yeah, this event is indoors, and when I was walking inside everything seemed clean. The ceilings were high. The vendors had all their stuff nicely like displayed. Yeah, so I'll probably turn you guys back on whenever I start setting up, or maybe show you guys the end result. So see you soon.
You have a lot of clothes?
No, but I have other stuff on the stand.
Oh.
I have to do more sewing today since I was so sick over the weekend. I didn't do it.
Yeah, you were dying.
1, 2, 3.
Morning everyone, today is day 1 of the Raspberry Spring Expo. I just got to the event center. Yeah, I have a few more things to carry in even though I set up yesterday with my brother, so let's just get to it. So there's the event center. Vendors have to park a little bit up a hill, which, you know, it's fine. I could use the steps anyway. So yeah, I'm pretty close to the entrance. Just enter, make a right, and I'm right here. Okay, something I'm doing different is that I'm putting the straws in the mugs and in the cups, some of them anyway, to kind of like show people like, oh, this is what you'll get, this is what it will look like. And let me show you guys the finished setup. So I have my tote here, my jewelry here, my scrunchies, my hair claws. Yeah, I definitely had to get creative with this setup. They provide an 8-foot table, and that's what this is on. And then I have my 4-foot table with my banner and where I will be sitting. And then this lovely, lovely shelf that my husband built for me that has my sweaters, my cups, my makeup bags. Yeah.
One good meal.
Yes.
We turned 30 the 5th. Very excited by it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the cookies in front of you are $2.
Okay.
Then the boxes and the cinnamon rolls. Then at the point down there, it's all sugar-free.
Okay. Morning. Do you mind if I record a little bit?
Nope, I don't mind at all. Just don't get me feet.
No. It's just of your stuff.
But this one isn't. It's very watery. More lessons.
Yeah.
Oh, these are cool. It's like little fish. Let me show you guys my setup actually from like the outside. See the table you normally see. The shelf. I really love this shelf. I really have to give props to my husband for finishing this in like less than 12 hours, I want to say. But I can put so much stuff on here. Okay, good morning. I'm all set up. It is 9:38. It doesn't start until 10, but they do let early shoppers come in starting at 9:30. Some people are still setting up, but for the most part, everybody's ready to go. Since I set up last night, I don't really have that much to do. I'm excited with my new setup. I showed you guys a little bit earlier. This is also my view from the table, by the way. So my table is over there, my shelf's over there. This is my view. Today hours are from 10 to 6. And then tomorrow, Saturday, from 10 to 4. I'm excited. I hope it goes well. This is my first time doing this event, so we'll see. A little bit of an update. It is 11:48. I went and got some lunch. They have a concession stand over there. They have a few things that you can get. Everything looks pretty good, but I got the pulled barbecue pork. Let me show you. Wow. It's got pickles, and I got the combo, and so I got chips and an iced tea as well. Yeah, so far it's been a lot of traffic, but sales have been really slow, but that's okay. Even though today's been slow and not a lot of sales, I'm still having a good time. And I think it's because the event is just so well organized. I don't remember what I was saying because somebody came in, but they also give a lot to the vendors considering how much it costs to vend here. So honestly, I don't have any complaints. Yeah, they have bathrooms, they have food, they have water, they provided a table and a chair for free.
Pretty? Yeah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. The sweaters are 25?
Yes, they are. And I have white and gray of each design.
You do?
Yep.
Do you care if I just look to see how big?
No, I don't care, yeah. Touch anything, pick anything up.
I don't know if I should go, over large. I think I'm over.
Hi.
She's working hard. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 1.
1? My daughter's 17 months.
17
so,
months? She's
yeah.
16 months this month.
Precious. They're a cotton polyester blend.
Trying to decide how much it's going to shrink.
No.
On me. Mom, is this too big? Am I that easy to read? I kind of like the oversized. I'm going to grab this.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you.
Can I use a card?
Of course you can.
Okay.
I haven't seen this print before.
I designed this one.
You did?
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
She designed this. That's why I haven't seen it before. I know. I'm getting a sweatshirt.
Okay. Your total is $27.18. Would you like the receipt, text, or email, or no receipt?
Text is fine.
You're
you
all
so
set.
much.
Thank you. Okay, another update. It is 3 o'clock. I have 3 more hours to go, and I have not made a sale since I think 12 o'clock. I also have not made back my booth money. I've heard some talk between the other vendors saying about how they really debated coming to this one again, or they went from 2 booth sizes to 1 booth size just because it hasn't been good last year. We're still coming out of like the holiday season, the beginning of the year and stuff, but I don't know. I really want to take a nap. I'm tired. I spent a lot of late nights sewing my makeup bags and stuff, especially since last weekend I was very, very sick. Well, actually the whole month of February I was sick, so I didn't work very much. I hope tomorrow's better. Tomorrow's 10 to 4, so a little bit of a shorter day. But there are a lot of regulars here, and the traffic up until now hasn't been slow. And even the regulars that have asked me like, oh, are you new? I don't remember seeing you. But yeah, maybe it's because so many people here are regulars and that's why there aren't a lot of purchases. That's just my theory though, but we'll see. We'll keep going. Hey everyone, last update for day 1. It is 5:34, so about 30 minutes left. I made back my booth money, so that's good. Tomorrow should be all profit, but hopefully tomorrow it is better. I did hear from other vendors that they also just now made back their booth money. A lot of them are upset. I'm guessing last year was not as bad as this year for their spring market, but I don't know. I wasn't here last year. But yeah, anyway, I'll turn you guys back on tomorrow. Okay, hi, good morning. I figured I'd film another intro because the original one with me outside might have been too shaky. Today is day 2, the last day of the Raspberry Expo event. I see some customers already coming in, but it doesn't officially start until 10. And right now it's like 9:30. Correction, 9:40. Yeah, today it's from 10 to 4, so a little bit of a shorter day. So yeah, I hope today's a better turnout. The weather's nicer, so I think people are going to want to come out. It's also Saturday, a weekend, so people don't have work. I did show up a little bit later than what I wanted to because I stopped to get a drink, and that took like 10 minutes in the drive-thru, but I still made it on time. I just had to like rearrange some of my inventory, put some out. Okay, I'm gonna finish setting up, and I'll see you guys later. These chains always get tangled, so I have to untangle it.
For this show, Chief and Stephanie donations both monetarily and items. She has an auction later this summer where she can drop some guys.
Hello. Not me.
Okay, where's the little thing that sticks to this little thing? There's a little nodule like that sticks into it.
Thank you.
A little bit of an update. It's almost 12. I'm eating lunch. I got their pulled pork again because it was pretty good. I have not made another sale. So, yeah. So last update, it is 3:12, so about 40 minutes left. I don't think I'll be having another update today since it is so close to the end of the day. So yeah, the day was pretty much the same. Not very good, but I'll go over everything in the recap because overall I'd still give this like a positive rating. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the recap.
For you, and it means a lot that we had a little over 60% sign back up with us, and given the weekend, I think that's a very positive statement in my mind. So we appreciate everybody having the trust in us to do this that we try to do. But we couldn't do it without all of you. You guys are great. We stick in here and everybody gets along, and it means a lot to us. So thank you very much. We'll see some of you in July or some other shows. And if we don't see you until next year, travel safe and be prosperous.
Thank you guys. We love you.
So welcome back to my basement. It's been a few days since the Raspberry Spring Expo, and so I've had some time to digest the event. Also, my phone is on my laptop, so if it wiggles, it's because I'm shaking the table. I'll give a little summary of the event, pros, cons, bestsellers, worst sellers, things like that. So the Raspberry Spring Expo was a 2-day event. It was Friday 10 to 6 and then Saturday 10 to 4. They did let us set up the day before, so Thursday, even Friday, the morning of. This was my first 2-day event, and I would say overall it went really well for doing a 2-day event by myself. I kind of want to just jump straight into the pros because I think that's going to really summarize the event. And I know I like to start with the cons and then end on a lighter note with the pros, but this event I honestly have way more pros than cons, and like the cons aren't even like that serious. So the first pro that I have is the event coordinators. So the event coordinators were great. Like, they were so good. They were courteous, they were very organized. From the moment I walked in on Thursday night, so the event coordinator, she showed me to my booth, she showed me where the bathroom was, where the concessions would be, and then she showed me where like her table would be at in case I had any questions during the event. And she actually recognized that I was a first-time vendor with them. And so she reassured me, like, if I needed anything, she and her husband would be around. It was great. The morning of, so Friday morning and Saturday morning, she walked around and said good morning to everybody, made sure that we had what we needed. And even Saturday morning, she walked around and asked how Friday was. And I mentioned that it was like just okay. And she replied and was like, yeah, this year has just been very slow. It wasn't like their normal traffic. And I was like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, and since this was the first nice weekend that we've had all year, I told her I'm sure people just want to be outside. They don't want to go inside. So I was like, it's okay, it's whatever. Her husband also made regular announcements during Friday and Saturday's events. I mean, even like Thursday night, like reminding us, oh, we have an hour left, we have 30 minutes left, when they'll be opened, when they'll be closing, whenever the concession stand was having 50% off hot dogs, reminding us to move our cars so that the customers had closer parking. And on Saturday night, which I don't know if I'll show this in the vlog or not, but Saturday night as he was closing down the show, he thanked all of us and said that he heard that vendors said that this was a very slow event for them this year, that it was a pretty bad event for some vendors, and he thanked us for believing in him and his wife that they can run these events, and he thanked all of the vendors that reapplied for next year. And I thought that was very, very gracious of him to thank the vendors for trusting him and his wife to throw on these events, because they have multiple events throughout the year. Another thing too is that he and his wife would come early in the morning and then stay late into the evening. So he and his wife, for instance, on Thursday, they were there from noon to 6 to give people ample time to get set up. And then on Friday, even though the event didn't start till 10, he arrived at 7. So he arrived 3 hours early for anybody who needed more time to get set up. And then even on Saturday, he said again, he would be there at 7 a.m. for anyone who had to restock or had questions. You can tell how much they love their events, how much thought and time they put into organizing their events. I really appreciated it. So that was my first pro. And I kind of went into this a little bit, but it was also very nice that they allowed us to set up Thursday night and that the entire event was indoors. The event center itself was spacious. Even though there were a lot of vendors, I never felt crowded. There was enough aisle space. They took advantage of all of the square footage, but it didn't feel cramped. It didn't feel tight. The aisles felt like they had enough walking space. They had water fountains. The bathrooms were always clean, or the concession was towards the back of the building. So it was nice to have everything right there. So the last pro that I want to hit on is the advertisement for this event. She makes images with our products and like their logo and stuff, and it emails it out to every vendor saying, hey, you can use this picture to put on your social media to promote the event, which I thought was really nice. She didn't have to do that, and she did it for every single vendor. In addition to that, in our welcome packet that we got, there was a form in there talking about everywhere that they advertised. I had already tossed the form, but it was like a list of 10 different outlets that they advertise on, and some of them were like the news. So I thought that was really great how much they advertise for their shows, because some events that I've noticed, they really push us, the vendors, to advertise. And if you're like me, and you're just getting started out, like you don't have a following. Like I don't have a following, and I'm pretty sure people who do follow me aren't even in the city that I'm from. So even though I always promote my shows, more likely than not, nobody's coming that follow me because they're just not local. And so it was really cool to see just how much they love their shows, how much they want us vendors to succeed, how much they want to succeed, and how much money, time, and effort they put into advertising and organizing these events. As for cons, I honestly don't have any, even though this show was the worst for me financially. I think profit-wise, I made less than $100, and I know my pros list was so long, and that's because even though I made less than $100 profit, it was so good. Like, the two cons I have was that, one, it's far from where I live. It's about a 45-minute drive, but I knew that when I signed up for it. And the second con that I have was that I wish I had a little bit more information to research the target audience, the audience that typically goes to these events, because I felt like it wasn't for me. I felt like my items didn't appeal to that target audience. And honestly, my experience was so positive that even though I made less than $100 profit, and even though it was far, I would still recommend these events to somebody else. Granted, I would give them the disclaimer of their spring shows are normally slower. I did sign up for their summer event. Hopefully that one goes a little bit better. I think that's when the craft fairs and market seasons are going to start ramping up. So I'm hoping that more people will come out and attend those things, and it will be in July. And so I'm thinking in July it's going to be really hot where I live, so people are going to want to be indoors. It's going to be the opposite of this past weekend, and so I'm hoping they come out and that they shop. I'm sorry if this vlog was a little bit slower and possibly even more boring. I'm hoping to be more regular with uploading now that I am not sick. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, everything, any type of engagement. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.